Hey guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. My name's Dan, and here on the channel we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like trading cryptocurrency and finding the best strategies to do so, please click that subscribe and like button and leave a comment on the video. Today we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin chart, Ethereum chart, and Bitcoin dominance. And then I have a few quick news of the day articles for you, and then we will jump into charting out any altcoins that anyone's interested in. So we'll dive right in, starting with the Bitcoin chart. This is the daily chart, and if we zoom out here, you can see we are still in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs and higher lows. And now we've been consolidating here pretty much since the beginning of March. And what I believe this is just healthy consolidation. I really think Bitcoin's ready to pop off here. We did break up a couple days ago out of this symmetrical triangle pattern, and we did almost reach new all-time highs, but not quite. We're still just kind of pressing up on the resistance here. And this is on the daily chart. You can see we did just have a cross here on the MACD. So we do have, momentum heading in the buyer's direction here. So that's one indicator that, a nice move up might be happening over the next few days. And I think once we really do break all-time highs around 61,746, I think it's probably going to be a decent candle up. Most targets project around 66,000. I would expect anywhere from 65 to 68,000 being the first signs of resistance there. And if we zoom in here a little bit on the hourly, you can see we did get up above the symmetrical triangle, and now we've kind of just been pinballing off. We've come back down and made that support, which is very important, and now we're finding this this long-term channel trend from the beginning of the year as somewhat of resistance right now. So now we're kind of bouncing in there. If we can get back up into that channel, I believe we will get a move up to pass all-time highs. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. It's been staying in relatively the same price range for almost like 5 weeks now. So but yeah, looking good, guys. The end, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but the end of the bull run, in my opinion, is not even close to over. The markets are not this giving when it comes to time to get out of the top. If this was the top of Bitcoin, it would have dropped a lot a long time ago, a few weeks ago, in my opinion. You don't normally stay at the top of a cycle for more than 5 weeks, giving everyone time to get out if they want to. Normally there is an explosion, a parabolic top that ends, that might only last a day or two, a week tops, where you can get out in time before it, corrects substantially. So that's my, overall thinking on Bitcoin. I think we're close to breaking out again and having that next leg up that I've been talking about. Let's go right into the Ethereum chart here. Ethereum still in this channel here. We did come back down below 2,000, but you can see we were able to bounce right off of there, and now we're bouncing. We made support on previous all-time highs again, and now we're moving up another leg up and consolidating. Nice. We did make all-time highs again yesterday or 2 days ago, and now yeah, we're staying up there. We're making support on around the 2135 mark, which was an important point for me, or important support level for us. Sorry about that. But yeah, Ethereum also, I'm even more bullish on Ethereum. I think when Bitcoin does move, there's a good chance Ethereum will stay right with it, if not move a little more than Bitcoin on the upside. So looking good. And the reason I say that is if we come and look at the Bitcoin Ethereum pairing, let's go to the 4-hour and just kind of let's actually go to the 12-hour, kind of just look back a little bit. This is the beginning of the year. Where are we looking? Right here. And since the beginning of the year, we have made a much higher high and a higher low, and now we're consolidating again. That's why I think when Bitcoin and Ethereum do get their legs up, Ethereum might move up even more and make a higher high, because this trend goes back actually all the way to September. We've been making higher highs and higher lows. So this Ethereum has been outpacing Bitcoin since September. So yeah, I'm really bullish on both of them, but I think Ethereum is due a little bit more over the next few months. So yeah, and then we'll take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart for those of you interested in altcoins. This has been, I've been talking about this for a very long time, how we had this main trend line for about 3 years. We finally broke that for like a week, and that brought us down past these other resistances, which were our lows from February. And then now we have surpassed our next resistance of 57% from the lows last summer. So if we kind of look at where we're going, there is this trend line. I think we're headed to about 50 to 52% Bitcoin dominance. And there may be a back test if Bitcoin moves up a lot, we may get a back test back to like 57. I would really be surprised if it went up higher than that, because now this is going to act as resistance. It already has once. But over the next few months, I'm definitely expecting us to go to 50 to 52. And then after that, the next last phase of this cycle, I think we're headed down to at least 40% Bitcoin dominance. So if you're allocated to altcoins, you may see some substantial gains, especially once Bitcoin moves up and then calms down a little bit. That money will flow into the altcoins. So with that, here's the Bitcoin chart again, and I'm just going to go over some quick news articles for the day, and then we'll get into altcoins. So I feel like every week I'm talking about a new Bitcoin ETF application with the SEC. So many big names have, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, um, Grayscale, they've all applied for a Bitcoin ETF. I don't, there's got to be a ton of pressure for one of them to get approved at this point. Canada's already approved two of them. Um, I forget there's one other country that has a Bitcoin ETF as well, maybe more countries at this point. Um, but yeah, it's the same story, different day. Just another Mike Novogratz Galaxy Digital, which is a big Bitcoin fund. Uh, they're applying as well. So just more applications for this, USA ETF for Bitcoin. So I would be very surprised if it doesn't happen this year at this point. I thought it was going to be 2022 when we finally saw this, but now there's just so much pressure from big companies with a lot of clout in this industry. So I would be surprised if it didn't happen. Um, MicroStrategies announced they're going to pay their board in Bitcoin instead of dollars if they want. So, they're one of the biggest investment companies in Bitcoin. Um, at this point, anything from MicroStrategies is just, you know, you expect it at this point. But yeah, I guess more people getting paid in Bitcoin in America and throughout the world. They're choosing to get paid in Bitcoin instead of cash. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Um, we've been talking about XRP for a little bit. Another little win in the XRP legal battle with the SEC. Basically, the executives will not be required to hand over financial statements. So I would expect that's probably, I don't know what type of, effect this would have had on the case, but, you know, I don't think the executives have been totally, you know, totally honest about everything they've done throughout the Ripple project and company. But, now they really won't have to show, some maybe possibly some important stuff. So, again, I'm expecting a slap on the wrist and Ripple to, it's been moving. We'll talk about Ripple later in the stream, but just another little win. I really don't see this heading in a doomsday event for Ripple in the end. I think it's going to be probably a major fine, and the project will go on. And the last thing today, just want to talk a little bit about Ethereum. We're going to look at the Binance chart and the Pancake Swap chart. And there's been a lot of, noise about Binance taking over Ethereum. We will talk about that more. I think, there's arguments to be made on both sides, and Binance has been a better investment this year, for sure, especially with the Bitcoin pairing, as well as the USD. So, but Ethereum fees have been the kind of the big argument against Ethereum right now, and they've actually reached a 5-week low, the fees. So, the price is at almost all-time highs, and the fees are at lowest they've been in 5 weeks. I just think we're going to possibly this will help with that boom I talked about in the chart. I think Ethereum's going to pop as well, and might take some of that Binance BNB coin market cap back. And it will they'll probably go back and forth for a while. I don't see Binance taking over Ethereum but Ethereum has not been successful in working on the user experience, and they're losing a big percentage of their market overall in the short term. I think in the long term they'll gain it back, but they got to get some stuff fixed. And also the Ethereum levels on exchanges, the amount of Ethereum on exchanges continues to go down. This is mainly due to DeFi locking up. Well, in a lot of the DeFi projects, you need Ethereum as well as other coins, but you need Ethereum with those coins to lock up your your interest rates, and with farming and staking, you need Ethereum, and billions of dollars are getting locked up. So I believe it's about like 10 billion Ethereum, $10 billion worth of Ethereum is locked up in DeFi right now, and that continues to rise. So it's just taking more and more Ethereum off the market, as well as holders of Ethereum are not selling right now. So I think the supply is going to keep dropping, and again, just more of an indicator of where Ethereum might head this month into May. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is the news for the day and my analysis on Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe or follow on YouTube and Twitch. Leave a comment and a like on the video. It really helps me out. I stream Monday through Thursday from 4 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. And yeah, you can stick around if you want to watch the rest of the stream. And thank you for tuning in. All right, guys. So those of you in the chat, Yannick, I bought Cardano, Band, and Holo. You the man, Fillmore. Thank you, Fillmore. That's good. My XRP doing well at the moment. Lee, I think you were the one asking if you should get in, if it would go back down to $1. And if you were the one, it's possible you were. I think I hit that pretty well. I hit that assessment pretty well, because yeah, XRP did go down to $1, and then yeah, and then it went up to $1.37. So that could have been 37% there for you if you got in there. But yeah, guys, let's go in. If you have any coins you want to talk about, let me know. Nice. I'm very glad to hear that. That makes me happy. Let's go into the XRP chart, because there is some something to talk about. This is from 3 years ago, this resistance level. So most of the time this can kind of come back down and test this resistance. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I would actually be surprised if we come all the way back down to around 80 cents. It is possible, though, and I would still be bullish on XRP. In fact, I think that would be an incredible buying opportunity. But I think if we came back down to $1, that is certainly possible. So it's kind of hard to tell, because with these little news articles, if a big news article comes up with some substantial outcome with the SEC or a big, you know, something that, you know, takes away most of the fear, it could just keep going. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you know, there it certainly could keep going up. I know that $2.10, I would bet around at $2, I would expect some serious profit taking. So if you are allocated, you know, on the way up, getting close to there, not financial advice, but I'm going to be taking some profits there. I think that is, I think we will definitely see some pullbacks there. And that is due to a Fibonacci extension. Let me see here. I believe it's, let me see. I think if we take from the peak there to the bottom peak here, yeah. So you can see we hit the first Fibonacci extension, had consolidation there. Second fib level there. Now the third would be 177, and the last one would be right above $2. So if this pattern does complete, you know, I would expect some profit taking around probably 175 and, you know, 177 and $2. So just keep that in mind if you guys are, yeah. Yeah, like I said, especially with this fib here, I'm not really expecting a back test unless like Bitcoin totally, you know, crashed. You know, if Bitcoin had another big correction, I don't expect it to come down to 80, though it is, that would be normal, but XRP is not very normal right now, I feel like. So, but coming back down and testing the 618, the 1618 extension level, which is exactly on $1, those two I think would act as support, and then you could keep going up from there. So yeah, but you know, holding steady there, holding strong, you know, where it is. So I would expect 177 being the next target. Let's move on to some of the big gainers today. Unit, you know, I told you guys about this too. I like Uniswap. I use Uniswap. And we got, you know, down here, this is when the version 3 was the first statement was released on it, the announcement when it will be launched and everything. It went up, hit all-time highs, but then crashed immediately back down to almost $25. And as it was, you know, building up, I said, you know, people, it's coming out May 4th. People aren't going to wait till May 4th to start getting allocated. So you would see this going back up on the way, you know, up to May 4th. So I would expect when it does come out May 4th, if people start using it and there's very good reviews on the concentrated liquidity, how much, you know, it's supposed to be, if you're a liquidity provider, you should be able to make serious gains with the concentrated liquidity on top of other features of it. So if it's really good, I think it will continue to pump. But I think the main progress you're going to see is all the way up to May 4th. So very nice pump today, back up, making all-time highs, and now sticking, you know, kind of back testing. This is on the 12-hour. If we go to the 1 hour, yeah, you can see we are kind kind of back testing the previous all-time highs here. So we'll see. But having a very good day, up 21% for the Uniswap token. Let's see here. I want to go over the BNB token. Let's see, and let me turn the music back on. So yeah, that's Uniswap. Very bullish on Uniswap over over in April here. BNB, yeah, BNB just kind of killing it here. Back at $600. And again, by the Fibonacci retracement levels, it's really, you know, it got support on this one and went right back up to the next one. So really, like 865 is like the end target for this fib level to complete. Yeah, so, you know, this is a speculative market. A lot of people are jumping onto the pancake swap instead of Uniswap because it's cents on the dollars for fees. And I get it. But, you know, one problem with Binance is that it's centralized, so you have to worry about it going down, which happens when Bitcoin's rallying or dropping. I have seen it go down multiple times. So same with Coinbase. Like with these central exchanges, they sometimes can't handle the traffic, and it just kind of dumps. So but with that being said, Binance is just killing it. So yeah, if you're, you know, I am not convinced it's going to finish these two extension levels, but I could totally be wrong. I just feel like it may be due for somewhat of a correction here before it moves on. So we'll see. But we'll keep an eye on BNB. Another one I've been telling you guys about that I was very bullish in April. You guys were asking me which ones this month. The graph was one of them. And the graph is up about 11% today. This is the pattern I like, guys. And, you know, that it may not be done. This looks to me like a big head and shoulders pattern. The shoulder, head, shoulder. I know those are kind of bad U's there, but you see here, guys, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good looking reverse head and shoulders. And if this was to complete, it would probably get us up to about 266. But I've seen graph move a couple times. When it first took off, when it was first listed, it went up big time. Let's see these moves. Went up about I mean, this is from listing, so you might not have been able to get in right there, but 2,600%. And then when it finally broke all-time highs, it went up $267%. Okay, So, yeah, I'm, that's from all-time highs. So, just getting up to all-time highs is going to be probably like a 40% move. Um, and then past that, uh, it could go up a decent amount. So I'm very bullish on Graph. I like the project. It's needed. Like Graph and Chainlink are two kind of projects that are needed from other coins. So it's, I believe they will continue to grow as more and more projects come out and more projects need them. It just makes sense. So plus the Graph has done and it's doing a very nice pattern here. So the other one I am very bullish on, Aave. It's the same thing. And I've told you guys about this, and it almost looks like the same chart. You have a nice triple bottom here. And then, if I erase those and we do the same thing, not quite there yet, but very close. If it moves up a little more today, kind of looks like another reverse head and shoulders. It's not perfect, but again, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, they both moved up a lot today, so I'm not telling you to go buy them today. Might come back down and retest some levels here, but again, they can also move very fast. So long term, I am very bullish on both the Graph and Aave. Let's take a look at ADA. ADA is, this is the hourly chart. And ADA, every time it gets close to this trend line here, has a nice move up. It's happened 3 times. Actually 4 times. One was very big. But since it kind of fell back down to that dollar level, it's been kind of making nice, just staying above that line. So I don't know if it's going to keep moving slowly like this or get a big move at some point. But yeah, I think I would at this point, I was a little skeptical back here a couple weeks ago whether it would come back down possibly to like the 80s 90s area, but now that it's kind of shown it doesn't want to break this level a few times, I'm more confident in the upward trend for ADA. So, and honestly, the Binance chain has become Ethereum's biggest contender. So, it was Cardano and Polkadot kind of trying to take slivers of Ethereum's pie, pieces of its pie, pieces of its market cap. And now kind of Binance in the fall, they came out with their smart chain and no one was really paying attention, but it has just exploded, to be honest. It's done like a 10x this year. So for just kind of getting started back in the fall, like ADA and Polkadot have been around for a while now, like years. So for Binance just to kind of swoop in and do that. But again, you have the centralized aspect of it. There was like a month or two ago, like kind of a hack on Pancake Swap. Nothing detrimental, but kind of rerouted the website, so it was able to try to get people to put their private keys in and stuff. So never put your private keys in, if anyone asks you to, unless you're trying to, get your wallet back up. So, but anyway, yeah, I think ADA will do well. It has had a long period of consolidation here, so we'll see. Maybe when Binance calms down, if it does, ADA and Polkadot will start moving again. Let's see here. Again, let me know, guys, in the chat if there's anything you guys are interested in. I'm going to go to some of the top NFT projects. I know Wax is having a nice move here, and I believe that, let's go to the 12-hour. Sorry, I got the drawing tool on here. So I believe Wax got the Topps baseball cards are going to be releasing like NFT project, like their first official MLB licensed baseball cards, NFT packs on Wax. So I don't know if Wax officially has like the MLB, but they have Topps. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the future the MLB like sticks with them. But yeah, having a nice move the past few days due to that, I would guess. Flow, which has the NBA, nice recovery here. Since its decline here, moving up to all-time highs again, so might want to keep your eye out for that. I mentioned the Pokemon project here, so this is the 12-hour. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, so again, I'm looking for this pattern to happen. This is what I've seen in a lot of the newer, NFT projects and, just any new listing. I wait. I never get on the first day unless you can get the pre-sale, which is close to impossible with a lot of, popular projects. Do I buy cards and stuff? Are you talking about the Pokemon or baseball cards? But yeah, you can see maybe this was the bottom. I told you I want to see it come down and flatten out. So I'm not so much looking at the highs right now because we're not making higher highs. No, I don't buy... I don't have any collectibles or anything like that. Yeah, never really been into that. My brother was in, he had Pokemon cards and like Lego sets that he ended up selling for a lot of money. But yeah, I never really got into that. If this project does what I think it will do, this Pokemon, I don't really care about the NFTs, but I may, because I think one reason I like this project is because I think it's being done pretty well. I think it looks professional. I can see younger generations like getting kind of obsessed with this kind of stuff. And even though it's a somewhat different name, Polkamon compared to Pokemon, I feel like people are going to look at it almost the same. Like every time you have to use the coin to purchase the packs of cards. So every time a pack is purchased, the coins are burned, which means supply goes down of the limited supply of the Pokemon token. And I saw they already burned 1% of the total supply. So that's not coming back. So less supply, and every time new packs are out, I'm sure there'll be bigger demand. And I could just see, if you had the chance to be at the beginning of Pokemon, if you could go back, even if you didn't care at all about the cards, you'd probably buy some, knowing you could sell them for hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. Some of them, they just did that big pack opening reveal with that YouTube influencer, so Jake Paul or whatever his name is. So anyway, my point is, spending a little and getting a few first packs of these cards, these NFTs, which I think are the future. Maybe not these. This might end up being a flop, but I still think that might not matter with the price action, because there's a lot of traders looking at this, waiting for this pattern to happen, knowing what's happened in the past. So it looks like it might be starting to flatten out. There is a downtrend, but it seems to be, this was a low and this is a low. Currently we are still making a higher low, but we might have another little down move. So patience, but it could be starting to flatten out now. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. I don't really care too much. I just think it could be a good investment. Yeah, I didn't talk about this with the news, but Sandbox, I'm kind of surprised it's not up that much today. Maybe this was the pump here but I thought it just came out, but basically a couple days ago. So yeah, this might be the pump. The Winklevoss twins bought a big estate, like multiple land plots in Sandbox, the virtual land. Sandbox and Decentraland are the two big virtual land coins. So yeah, I guess believe in the virtual land could be worth a lot of money in the future, so they're investing. They have so much money, they're probably just doing it to have it, but not to sell it later. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, NFT's doing well. Engine down a little bit after another big pump. So, and now it's making support on previous highs, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, guys, let me know if you guys have any coins you want to look through. I'll keep going through. Let's see here. Anchor again. Yes, I will check Anchor. Let's see here. So here it is. I know we checked on it. All right, nice. So this is the 4 hour. So yeah, you can see these fib levels, working. We looked at this. I don't know. I feel like we looked at it before it broke this trend, or maybe it just had broken the trend last Thursday. So let me go to the daily. So that's today. Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So yeah, we were right at this trend on Thursday when I was streaming. Um, and you can see, hit resistance, came down, hit the fib level for support. That was able to pump it above, hit the next fib resistance, back tested this trend line support, was able to break through that one resistance, came back down, made support on previous. So now you're hoping, even if you can't break through this next fib level, what you're hoping for is, if it does hit resistance here, I mean, it's having a great day, consolidate here for a little bit, but if it did get rejected, instead of coming down to this one, you come back down to this one and make support there. I think that's very likely, and then eventually break the next one. And really with these, once once you can break the 786, or even actually, once you can break the 0.5 fib level, which is this one here, your next one up, and make support on that, that's a good sign that you're gonna head up to the top eventually, instead of coming back down all the way. But once you can break the 0.5 and then make support and continue up a little bit, that's normally a very good sign for traders that the uptrend is starting again, or the uptrend is confirmed. The uptrend has started, but it's not totally confirmed yet. Once you can get up above 0.5, make support, then that's a good sign. But yeah, looking good. I mean, this is a good looking chart for Anchor. Randolph, tell me what ETH has done and what you expect it will do. Yes. Good, Lee. Yeah, I think you're looking good, even if you have to be a little bit patient. I think eventually you're going to get there. Yeah, so Randolph, I'm going to do that for you. We'll check on ETH again. I will be uploading the first 15 minutes of my stream, which every weekday I talk about the Bitcoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin dominance charts, and then just go over some quick news of the day. So you can always watch that as well. But I'm happy to go over it a little bit more because so this is our Ethereum chart. This is the 1 hour. Let me go to the daily here, and then we'll kind of zoom in. So, long term, macro perspective, Ethereum looks great. Higher highs after a big run, higher low, and now we've made higher highs. But I don't think it's quite done yet. I think our main target is 2550. That's my main level I'm looking at. And now if we are in this this triangle here as our short-term pattern. If I go to the 30-minute, kind of look at this, you can see we got nice bounces off this trend line. We came back up and made all-time highs the other day, and now we've just been kind of staying in this range. And actually, I guess we did make all-time highs, looks like last night as well. And Yeah, right at 2200. So we did get a pretty big rejection, but the fact that we're able to hold here and get, Ethereum has big support here for the short term, right around 2100, 2120. So, and yeah, we've just been in this channel mostly between 2135 and 2150. Around there, we've been kind of moving. But yeah, I think Ethereum is ready to pop. The supply on exchanges keeps dropping. Uh, Big investors are not selling. Institutional investors are now starting to buy Ethereum as well as, they've been buying Bitcoin. Now they're adding Ethereum too. And they're not looking to sell. The supply is going down with Ethereum because so much money is being locked into DeFi projects, which need Ethereum to lock. Normally you have to have 50-50 of whatever coin, and then Ethereum you want to lock into DeFi to make interest. And as well, it's just, had been staying above these. We've had little flash crashes below the 2135, but mainly staying above there, which was our previous highs. So, basically we've come up and now we're back testing. And I think Ethereum is due for a pretty big run here in the short term. You also have the Berlin upgrade coming out. I believe it's either April 14th or 17th. I've kind of seen both of those dates. I'm kind of hoping it's the 17th because the 14th is the Coinbase IPO in a couple days, which I think will have a big effect on Bitcoin's price. So Ethereum will probably move then too. But I hope the Berlin upgrade does not get, kind of hidden away because the Coinbase stuff is so hyped up at the time. So, but yeah, I'm very bullish on Ethereum, and I think short term and long term, I think we're going way up. A level to watch, I told you the 2500 to 2550. That's a big profit taking level I could see. And then whenever we do move up, this trend line will probably act as some sort of resistance. Oh, no problem, man. Feel free to subscribe if you guys like the content. Let's see here. I hope that, answers what you were looking for there. But yeah, about, could be anywhere around 2250 to 2300 depending on when we get up, but this is going to have to break at some point over the next week. So let's see here. Let me pull up the top gainers for the day. This is the top 100 coins. So you got Binance Coin and Uniswap both at 20.5 and 20.4. So it's interesting. It's not PancakeSwap and Uniswap, but Binance is close to PancakeSwap, so it owns it. So it's funny seeing these two kind of both going up the same amount. PunDX moving up again. Let's see, Maker, a big DeFi play. Graph, like I have been talking about. Aave as well. Let's see. Stacks. Stacks is like a DeFi. I believe it's a the main DeFi project on Bitcoin, on Bitcoin's blockchain. So it's pretty interesting, and I think this could do very well, being that there aren't many projects doing that on Bitcoin. So it has. I know it doubled like a week or two ago. So Avalanche moving up there. KuCoin and FTX. So these are both like, coins. KuCoin up 150% this week. So very good. But both of these are like exchange coins. FTX is like the not futures, but futures exchange. So we'll see. And then PancakeSwap up another 60% this week. So again, PancakeSwap has a $4 billion market cap, and Uniswap has PancakeSwap has $4 billion market cap, and Uniswap has a almost $19 billion market cap. So I guess PancakeSwap could continue to move up. So we'll see. Let's go to the next page and just look at some of the gainers for today. Pirate Chain up 60% today, 40%. Huh. I wonder if that's like Pirate Bay coin, like BitTorrent, but Pirate Bay. I don't know what that is, but it is moving, I'll tell you that. Let's see. It's a private. Supposed to be like a private coin here. I don't know. Venus up a lot. Check in on Bitcoin. You guys let me know if there's any coins you want to look at. I'll just keep going down the usual suspects here though. So just check on Bitcoin really quick. Right, hanging around 60,000. Not really moving at all, so yeah, it is. It is hard to spot them, so that's why I try to stick with like good looking patterns. Like I'm not really going for the 10x's, in a month or something like that. I'm going more for the 1x's in a month, a double, or 100% in a month would be very nice with some coins. Like, you know, I've been talking about Aave, and it's having a great day today, but this is the pattern I like to see. A nice big 50% retracement all the way back to right before it pumped. Like the second, you know, it had this first wave of the pump, and then the biggest parabolic wave, it came all the way back down to there, made support a couple times, and then broke this downtrend and made support on it. And now, you know, possibly going to make a higher high here. And we have this reverse head and shoulders. At least it's pretty good looking head and shoulders. So, but it's moved 12% today. So we'll see if it can keep going here. But, you know, I'm long term, I firmly believe we're getting up to higher highs eventually. So I'm very bullish on Aave, and the graph is the same thing. Pretty much almost an identical chart too. So we'll see what happens. And I could even do some Fibonacci retracements. Yeah, you can see with the graph here, with these fib levels, it came up, got rejected a bunch, and then when it finally broke, boom, up to the next one. Yeah, I think you'll have more success doing that, you know. You might have to be a little more patient, but it's hard to spot the good ones. So yeah, but you can see the graph has came up and got to 115, and now it seems like it's trying to make support. If I go to like the 30-minute, it seems like it's trying, 2 times it's touched the fib level here. So you know, we'll see if it can keep moving up to this next one, but it does have some serious resistance right here. So right around, you know, 222, 218 to 222, that's going to be a but then after that, you know, you're all the way up at 267, you know, and these fib levels. So, but yeah, eventually I'm pretty confident in these two, the graph and Aave. Let's do a fib level for Aave here. So there we go. Yeah, so it's made nice support on the 0.236. Now it's above the 0.382 fib level, and maybe it will come down and make support here, or maybe we'll get up to the next one, the 0.5, which is a pretty important one. You want to get it up above the 0.5 and make support there. That's pretty key. Let's see here what else is moving. So synthetics is moving now a little bit. but it's the same, another DeFi play, and same sort of movement happening there. So let's see here. Here's Ocean. Ocean making nice support on previous all-time highs. You want that to hold. It's pretty close right now, but it's looking, doesn't look bad yet. But yeah, it needs to hold around those levels. RLC we've been looking at. Yeah, I wasn't able to hold previous highs, and now going down to the next consolidation level. So we'll see, which is not the last all-time highs, but the ones before it. So that's a good holding zone if it can get support there. Band USD. This one has not quite gotten to all-time highs yet. Let's see. But we do have a nice cup and handle pattern here that could work out well. If we do the fib level here, yeah, it's above the 0.5, made support, so that's good. Now it's above the 0.618, ranging in there. So yeah, looking good. Thanks, Randolph. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, that super hard. TA is just using, past price action and some tools to see what the probabilities are of certain price action that it will move in a similar way. So yeah, this could be a big cup and handle pattern. So you have the cup coming all the way up. It did make all-time highs, so technically that normally doesn't happen with a cup and handle, but basically like this, and then it would move the distance from here to here. So that would be quite a move, and I could measure it out, but I'm not that, I mean, it's pretty close. But yeah, either way, I'm expecting a decent move for Band. When it does happen here.